All right, let's dive in. If you're standing at the beginning of your professional adventure, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're talking all about internships, that first, absolutely crucial step you can take toward building the career you've actually been dreaming about. Think of this as your guide to starting the quest.
So, what's the biggest roadblock when you're just starting out? It's this one, right? The classic career paradox. It feels like this impossible puzzle. You need experience to get a job, but how in the world are you supposed to get experience if no one will give you a job? It's like a locked door, and you haven't been given the key.
Well, here's the key, the internship. This is the secret weapon. Think of it as the bridge that finally connects everything you learned in the classroom to the real-life conference room. It's an opportunity that was literally designed to solve this exact problem, to let you apply your knowledge and break that frustrating cycle for good. Okay, so let's officially start our quest by digging into why these opportunities are so incredibly important. And trust me, it's about way more than just adding a line to your resume. You see, an internship is your career launchpad. For one, it's where you start building skills for the real world. Not just the technical stuff, but those all-important soft skills, like working on a team and, figuring things out on the fly. Second, and this is huge, it lets you test drive a career. Finding out you don't like something is just as valuable as finding out what you love. You'll also start growing your professional network, meeting people who could be mentors or even future coworkers. And of course, all of this works together to seriously boost your chances of landing a great job down the road. Now, just like any good quest, there are different paths you can take. Internships are no different, so let's explore the options out there so you can figure out which adventure is the right one for you. Generally speaking, you're going to run into four main types. Paid internships are of course amazing, but don't write off unpaid ones. They can offer incredible experience, especially in super competitive fields. Think fashion or nonprofits. And with the rise of virtual and part-time roles, there's a whole new world of flexibility. Just remember, these can totally overlap. You might find a paid virtual internship that's also part-time. A big choice you'll probably have to make is between going virtual or in-person. A virtual role, it gives you amazing flexibility. You can work from anywhere, and it really builds your self-discipline. On the other hand, an in-person role gives you a more structured environment with direct mentorship and those really valuable spontaneous networking moments by the coffee machine. Look, there's no right or wrong answer here. It's all about figuring out which environment is going to help you do your best work. So you know the why and the what. Let's get to the how. To succeed on this quest, you gotta have the right tools. We're going to talk about how to actually land one of these incredible roles. Your search for the perfect internship should start in four main places. First up, your university's Career Center. Seriously, use it. They have connections and lists you won't find anywhere else. Next, the big online job boards like LinkedIn are great. Just be smart with your search terms. Also, a pro tip. Go directly to the websites of companies you really admire. A lot of them have career pages with internships that aren't posted anywhere else. And finally, don't underestimate networking events. Sometimes a single conversation in person is worth more than 100 online applications. Okay, your CV. This is your first impression, so let's make it awesome. 4 steps. 1, start with a clear objective. What are you trying to achieve? 2, highlight the courses and skills you have that actually match what they're looking for. 3, and this is a total game changer, quantify everything. Don't just say you managed a project. Say you led a 3-person team to complete a project 10% ahead of schedule. See? Numbers pop. And last, but maybe most important, proofread. Then have a friend proofread. A single typo can send your CV straight to the no pile, really. Yes, you got the interview. That's fantastic. Here's how you're going to ace it. First, do your homework. Research the company like crazy. Go beyond their homepage. What's their latest news? Second, get your success stories ready. Think of a few examples where you did well, and maybe use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Third, practice answering common questions out loud. It feels a little weird, but it builds confidence. And finally, you have to prepare some thoughtful questions to ask them. It shows you're actually engaged and not just looking for any old internship. So you did it. You landed the role. Congratulations. But the quest isn't over. Nope, a new chapter is just starting. Now we've got to talk about how to navigate the experience itself and conquer any challenges that come your way. Let's just be honest and get this out of the way. This is probably the #1 fear every intern has. You're so excited to get in there and contribute, and you have this nightmare that you'll just be stuck doing menial tasks. It's a totally valid concern, but here's the secret. You have way more power to change that than you think. This is how you become the hero of your own internship story.
Be proactive. When you finish a task, don't just sit there. Ask, what's next? How can I help? Don't ever be afraid to ask for more responsibility, especially on projects you find interesting. Actively seek out feedback. Say something like, hey, I'd love to know what I could do better next time. And finally, network with purpose. Ask colleagues for 15 minutes to grab a coffee and hear about their career path. These steps will transform you from just the intern into a truly valuable member of the team.
So, after all that searching and the interviewing and the hard work, what's the ultimate reward? What is the treasure you find at the end of this whole professional quest?
Well, it really boils down to these three things. You walk away with real tangible skills you can put on your resume. You build a professional network of people who've seen you in action. But honestly, the most valuable prize of all is the one you can't really list on paper. It's confidence. It's that genuine belief that you can do the job, that you belong in that professional world. That's the treasure that's going to fuel the rest of your career.
So there it is. An internship is so much more than a temporary job. It's a journey of discovery about an industry, about a specific company, and most importantly, about yourself. The path is all laid out for you. Your adventure is waiting. So the only question left is, what are you going to discover?